The QYZN Smart Oven course is essentially a gamified ovens manual, and creating it was so enjoyable. I had the opportunity to utilize storytelling, vibrant graphics, humorous language, and various creative solutions. While the visuals and format are dominant and crucial learning elements in this type of learning experience, it is essential to maintain clarity, adhere to learning principles, consider the audience, and focus on the instructional goal. Therefore, I began this project by conducting a comprehensive learning needs analysis. Given this was a mock-up project, I simulated the data by conducting an interview with ChatGPT, which assumed a role of subject matter expert. It was vital to gather information about the company, its values, business goals, and product specifications. Based on this, I identified the instructional goal and performance objectives. Another crucial aspect of the LMA was analyzing the learners. To achieve this, I employed an intriguing tool, creating a learner persona. A learner persona is a fictional character that serves as a detailed representation of a target learner group designed to tailor the learning content to their specific needs, preferences, and learning styles. This approach led to the creation of Amy Cooper, a 37-year-old senior manager of a marketing team, living with her husband and 2 children. Creating a learner persona helps me to better imagine the daily lives of the learners and their preferences for learning, enabling me to create a learning experience that precisely matches their needs. Then it comes to designing the course structure. And there was the question, how should I gamify an ovens manual? In the very first moment, it seemed weird and hard to utilize. But then the creative process started. For this kind of task, I usually involve others to brainstorm with me, but this time I didn't have anybody to brainstorm with, so I brainstormed with myself. I opened my creative notebook and started to write down and draw everything what came into my mind. After some minutes, I got warm and started producing ideas. I thought about cooking mania games I used to play as a child, but it seems too hard. Maybe a criminal story? The final story I utilized in the e-learning was introducing Jimmy, a regular guy who has a superpower. He has his own restaurant and it's exceptional chef. He has one big dream, to earn his first Michelin Star. He really deserves it. But there's him, the Evil Critic. A single thumbs up from him and Jimmy's dream could come true. But the Evil Critic is very picky. So Jimmy hopes that his brand new purchase, the high-tech QYZN Smart Oven, will help him to finally satisfy the Evil Critic. But he needs help. And there is a learner who is the person being able to help Jimmy earn the Michelin Star. The principle is simple. There are 4 badges representing different learning modules and different features of the oven. The learner can just freely with which badge to start with. Then it comes to an introductory part showing the story, the problem, and how QYZN Smart Oven can help. Then it comes to introducing the essential information, showing an oven's feature with different types of interactions like tab interactions, flipping cards, or interactive graphics. In the end, there is a challenge being a knowledge check. Here, I utilize various types of questions like drag and drop interactions, multiple choice question, or filling the blanks. When the learner answers the question correctly, the badge is collected. As the training is just optional and the focus is to encourage learners to interact with the content, the questions are rather simple and embedded into the whole story. Also, there are no restrictions on how many times the learner can try again. The learner can return to the required information as well. The e-learning is a good example of how an articulate storyline can work with Vyond. I used Vyond to create an introduction of the whole story, create earning the budget animations, and consistently show the characters using GIFs. I also created videos as a feedback slide after a challenge. Instead of just informing the learner about the outcomes, there is always a short animation showing if the evil critic was satisfied with the dish. It was essential to maintain the animated and cartoony style of the visuals to ensure consistency in the whole a bit funky design. To underline the brand's character, I also used Cuisine's dark mode and utilized their color palette. What was also special about the e-learning is the power of triggers um, and variables in articulate storyline. This was our learning process. I had lots of ideas about the different interactions and animations, but I didn't always know how to utilize them. But after some research, trying out, and workarounds, I'm quite proud of the different effects, especially those on the badge slide. Learner can see which badge reveals the picture when hovering over it. After completing a badge, this is visually showcased by color. And when all badges are collected, there is a congratulation animation. This works no matter in which order the badges are collected. This reveals the power of attention to detail, trial and error, and careful testing. Just try it out to see that e-learning in action.